Hello everyone, this is Janessa Mosley again with JM Wildlife Arc, and today I'd like to make another video basically showing the pairing to the first litter that I produced back in May of 2024. So here we have Aurora, this big female here. She's the female in my last video. She is a 2017 lipstick line call Sunglow 100% het PK stripe, and I paired her with this male. His name is Pancake. Pancake here is a super hypo jungle 100% het call albino 66% het blood. I paired them in 2023, and she produced her first litter May 11th, 2024. So she had a beautiful first litter. She had 25 beautiful babies, 0 DOAs, and 2 slugs. And basically my goal with this pairing was to see if the male here proved out het call albino, which he did. Half of the offspring came out visual call albinos. And the reason why he is a super hypo, he has officially proved out super hypo, is because all of the offspring came out visual hypos. They're either visual hypos or visual sunglows, which makes Dad here a proven super hypo. Hi there. And he also proved out to be 100% het for call albino. Now, Aurora here, she, as I listed her genetics at the beginning, she is not het for blood. So I do not know if Pancake is het for blood or not. Being he is 66% het, that means he is either 100% het or 0% het, which I will not know until I pair him with a blood female, which will be quite some time, as I've only got one blood female right now and she's just a year old. So unless I find an adult female or wait until my female is all grown, that will be some time. So there's no way of knowing that until he proves out or until I prove out one of his offspring. So that was one of the goals, was to see if he proved out call albino, to see if he proved out super hypo, which he did. He proved out both of those. And then the third goal was to produce some really nice offspring with this long jungle line pattern, which I'll make another video showing some of their offspring that they produced and my number one holdback. The goal was to produce some very beautiful color saturated visual sunglow and jungles, especially the jungles with this long pattern here. So that was my goal with my first pairing. I was still am very excited, even though it was a little over a year ago. I'm very proud. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of these two, as their first litter together is going to be a big foundation to my projects, my future projects. So I look forward to watching them grow and potentially pairing my first productions once they're old enough. So I'm hoping to prove out Pancake to see if he is het for blood or not. Once again, I do not know for sure. So all of their offspring are labeled as possible het for blood, and they are 50% het PK stripe, being that the mom here, Aurora, is 100% het PK stripe. So they made some very beautiful babies. Once again, very happy with the litter. This year, as I mentioned in my last video, I plan on pairing Aurora with Pochita, the 2022 Hypo Blood 66% het call, to see if he proves het call. If for whatever reason, if they don't quite work out as a pairing, if the male's not interested, I may consider pairing Pancake with Aurora again. That is something I'm considering. However, I'm really hoping that the hypo blood pairs well with Aurora and that they make some beautiful offspring. It would be next year because I wouldn't be pairing them until October. So I have quite a few different breeding pairs lined out. I will be putting either 2 or 3 females together this coming October, and then I've got at least 2 or 3 more pairs for the future. I've got a few other females that are have almost reached maturity. They still have another 1 to 2 years to go. So stay tuned. I'll be posting another video maybe later today or here soon showing their offspring, showing basically what my goal was visually in the offspring. I want to continue working with the call line albino. I know they can be born with genetic issues, and I know that the call albino strain tend to lose their color and pattern as they get older. I would like to really work on producing a more healthier call albino that have less genetic issues, have less health issues, and that also retain their color and pattern into adulthood. This is something I would like to work on. It's going to take a few years. I started working with boas in 2021, and I decided I wanted to start breeding them in 2022. I wanted to work with the call strain as that's what I first got into. I feel like the call strain is not as appreciated as it used to be. It's been very washed out. It's been very overbred. A lot of people are focusing on VPI T+ or the sharp strain, which I think both of those lines are beautiful. I just I want to make the underdog, the call line, look great again. I think Aurora here is a very beautiful representation of a lipstick line call Sunglow. I think it's a little bonus that she's 100% het PK stripe, which makes her offspring 50% het. So maybe one day I'll be able to have a male that I can pair with her that's either a visual PK stripe or 100% het, just to produce more visual PK stripe lines. As I know, that seems to be a gene you don't see very often, from my understanding. So that's another thing I'd like to work with. So I'd like to make more videos about the different pairings I have, how long I've been working with the boas, why I started working with the boas. There are several different topics I'd like to talk about. If there are any topics in particular that anyone specifically wants me to talk about, please feel free to reach out to me or post below in the comments. I'd love to hear what other people have to say. I'd love to hear some feedback. This is my first time posting videos. This is my first time actually talking about the boas. I'm typically very shy. Typically kind of keep to myself, so this is something new I'd like to try out to kind of communicate more with the reptile community and speak out more about myself and who I am and working with the boas and the boas I have and my different projects and ideas. So feel free to reach out and comment. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate anyone that takes the time to watch my videos, listen to my videos. It's much appreciated. So I hope everyone has a beautiful and blessed day, and I will see you guys again soon. Thank you very much. Bye, guys.